Hey UFO players, my name is Terry. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll continue my Re-World Conquest campaign. The Re-World Conquest means after the first World Conquest in 50 years, I'll release and play as a vassal, get independence, and reconquer the world again. In my last video, after 10 years of preparation, I've already declared the war for independence. So in this video, I'll show this 6 years war for independence. If you like my video, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, let's go to the war. I have 6 allies fight for independence together with me. They are Bahmanis, Vijay, Mamluk, Ottoman, Austria, and Castile. Same as me, they are the disloyal vassal released by Khalifa. The difference is I release and play as me first. Later, the Khalifa AI released those 6 vassals. Let's check the 2 teams in the war. Our team have 7 countries, in total 300k armies. Myself as me have 230k armies, and my other 6 allies have 70k in total. The other team is Khalifa and its colonial nations, which are too far away. Basically, we can ignore them. In total, they have 660k armies, majority from Khalifa, that's 610k. Although Khalifa have twice number, but its army is all over the world, including Americas, Africa, or Australia. I have 220k army starting from Maine to the west. So in those focused area, I actually can have more armies than Khalifa. Quality comparison, I have 4.7 morale, while Khalifa have 4.5. Discipline is 115 versus 106. So this is my strategy. I'll go through Burma, enter the India subcontinental, fight together with Bahmanis and Vijay, conquer the whole India subcontinental, then enter the Persia subcontinental, take over the castle there, then enter the Levant subcontinental, fight together with Ottoman and Mamluk. It's too far away for me to enter Europe to fight together with Austria or Castile. I just wish good luck for them. I sent 1 army to conquer the Caliphate's capital. It's here in Europe. That's important to control that province because that's 5 points in the peace negotiation. At the same time, I also keep control of my capital, Beijing, because defend capital is the war goal. By achieving the war goal, I can get 25 war scores. As you see, that's really a big war. The plan is not based on a single province or area or region. It's based on at least a subcontinent. I need to control India, Persia, Levant, China, Tatar, those subcontinents. And at the end of the goal, I should control all the forts in the Asia continent. That's our overall plan. Now let's back to the war. After declaring the war, I can immediately upgrade my government rank to the empire rank. That's also helpful. That's why during the preparation stage, I choose prestige instead of stability, because I need some prestige to upgrade to empire level. I built this new fort in Tibet during my first world conquest. Other than that, I don't think I built any new forts. I actually deleted a little forts in my first world conquest, but that's still a lot remaining. I have in total 11 armies. 7 of them are 22k army, many used for sieged forts. All those 7 are created by 8-4-10 template. The 10 artilleries will give 5 points on siege. Then I have 2 mercenaries, many used to attack Caliphate's armies. I have another 2 delicate armies follow each of these 2 mercenaries to make sure they can have 20 artilleries in the back for each battle. So that's in total 9 armies. You see I give the number 1 to 9 in the right. Change advisor to further increase the navy morale. And give number 0 to my navy army, 135 ship as one navy. In the later game, you see, although navy cannot help me to siege forts, but the navy battle helped to contribute war score more efficiently. In the war, Caliphate released another 6 vassals. That's Bohemia, Milan, Savoy, Holland, Congo, and Korea. That's surprising. I don't know the AI can release vassal even in the war, but that's happened. That also further proves previously it only released 6 vassals due to the diplomatic relation cap, because now all his vassals, previous vassals, claim independence, so Caliphate have extra diplomatic relations slot, so then that it immediately release more vassals. These new released vassals, they didn't join the war. I leave one army here to defend my capital. Enemies keep trying to blockade my port in Beijing, so that's a perfect trap. I can keep beating its small navies there to gain some war score. It's inland sea, so the galley will be very powerful in those battles. Start to have some rebel, so I hire the advisor decrease national unrest before it's become a big problem. I decide to take this fort here before go to Caliphate's capital, so that will cost me a little more time. And the attrition here hurts a little. It's 1 year after declaring the war. The war score is -2, so I have 5.2 from keep controlling my capital. It will gradually increase to 25 later. There's 9 battles, in total 0. I won some battle, but my alliance lose some battle, that's why it's 0. But the main reason is our size compared to Caliphate, it's too small. That's why I took many forts already, but that's only, I think, 1.7 points there. But Caliphate took some province from my allies, that's already -8. So I'll help my alliance to take those losing forts back and keep controlling my capital, and also try to win more battles to get more war scores there. Such navy battle victory gave me 0.5 war score, which is pretty good. I only destroyed 7 ships in this battle. For the land battle, sometimes even I killed 10k or 15k people, it's still 0.1 or 0.15 war score there. So in short, the navy battle is more efficient to gain the battle score. I've already captured Burma and entered the Indian subcontinent. I'll help my alliance to control all the Indian subcontinent and take their missing forts back. Original plan is to use the mercenary for battle and the 22k for siege, but in reality I also use the 22k for battle. Slacken to get more manpower and hire more generals. I have much more galleys, so they are benefiting the inland sea battle. I should win that. I also give all my occupied fort to VJ. Then I can save some fort maintenance money, but more importantly, VJ have very high fort defense buff because it chooses the stateless society government. This is a big victory, 1.56 war score. finally get this fort, so this mercenary will go to Khalifa's capital directly. Another 1.55 war score from the Navy battle victory. After get more forts from Khalifa, especially taking back those lost forts from Indian subcontinent for my alliance, my war score gradually increased to 9. Caliphate have some rebel in Khmer, so if it didn't take it back in 5 years, it will become an independent country. So how about my alliance? Castile pretty good. It released one vassal and conquered some Portugal land. Austria is minus 80 war score, almost dead. Ottoman is minus 7, Mamluk is minus 15, but still 23k army there. Ottoman and Mamluk should be fun. As you can see, there's many Caliphate army on Ottoman and Mamluk land. It's almost 100k there. My major army will conquer India subcontinent, then Persia subcontinent, then enter to help Ottoman and Mamluk. But before that, I have one mercenary will conquer Caliphate's capital, then the 31k mercenary you saw on this screen now will join the Levant battle. The two armies finished the siege in Indochina, so one will go back to deal with the rebel, the other one will take transport back to ensure my capital is safe. This mercenary is heading to Caliphate's capital, so I'm gradually taking all the forts in Indian subcontinent. So Caliphate will keep sending armies to siege my capital, so I need to keep one army there to defend it. Slacken to get more manpower and hire more generals to get the professionalism. Start to entering the Persia subcontinent. Another navy battle, 151 versus 142, that will give me many war score. Only 2 forts left in the Indian subcontinent. Well, that's a big news, although not surprising. My alliance, Austria, surrendered. It's not surprising because last time I checked, it have minus 80 war score. Caliphate took some land from Austria, make it back to its vassal. But the good news for me is the occupied forts from Austria don't impact my war score anymore. So actually my war score increased from 12 to 18 after Austria quit the war. Okay, I've conquered Caliphate's capital, so this army will go to Caxus and then to Levant to help Ottoman and Mamluk there. Another 1.35 score from this big navy battle. This is my supporting army supposed to follow the missionary. There's only cavalry and artillery here, so it's not supposed to fight alone. I cannot win this war, but I'll use other armies to fight back. That should be the last remaining army Caliphate left in the Indian subcontinent. Keep giving this new conquered forts land to VJ because VJ do have a very high fort defense modifier. Okay, this is the place. I may not totally wipe out this army, but I can kick it out from Indian subcontinent. These two armies keep eliminating rebels and defend my capital. Destroy the navy with only 3 light ships give me 0.25 war score. That's much more efficient than the land battle. I have the full video accelerated 5 times faster. Only for some key moments, that's only 2 times faster. To be honest, I'm afraid it might be too fast, that you cannot check all the details. But if I keep original speed or only 2 times faster for all, this video will be like 1 hour now. That might be too long, so that's hard to decide. Maybe in the future I don't keep all the full recording, just do some editing and only keep the key moment with some explanation for my strategy. That can be another plan. If you have any good suggestions, welcome to leave that in the comment area. I'm making some progress on the Persia subcontinent conquest. Although I've conquered all the forts in India subcontinent, but Caliphate keeps sending armies to take them back. I think it still have many armies coming from the Tatar or the Middle Asian area. So I need to keep some army still in India subcontinental there. There's another 43k Caliphate army, so my army will kick them out, and the army from Vijay and the Bahmanis will keep conquering more land in India. Here I try to land, get on Japan to conquer more forts there, but later it shows not efficient, because one fort gives you probably 0.1 score, but this kind of transports really waste many times. So later I get this land back. Just focus on the continent, not the island anymore. So this mercenary, after conquering Caliphate's capital, already entered to board Ottoman land, while all my other armies, they still need to go through Persia subcontinental to boarding Levant to help Ottoman and Mamluk. Currently, I have 25 war score. So far, I've already conquered Burma, the Indian subcontinent, and in the process to conquering the Persia subcontinent. Actually, one of my mercenaries already entered Levant to help Ottoman and Mamluk. My navy is keep beating Caliphates to gain more and more war score there. It looks everything is on good track, but as my battlefront keep longer and longer, my armies keep more and more scattered. I have to leave 2 armies to defend my capital, 2 armies in India subcontinent to defend those forts I've already conquered, 2 armies in the Caucasus area to conquer Caliphate's capital and help Ottoman. So actually I only have 5 armies left in the Persian region. So I start to see this scary moment. That's 78k versus my 35k. I have to run. I cannot win here. I'll quit the battle when available and wait for my other 4 armies nearby. Take a look at my war score now. It's 29. I have 20 coming from achieving war goal, defend my capital. There's 34 battles give me 10 scores. I still losing like 9.6 something because losing some forts to Khalifa. I believe those are the land from my line of Ottoman and Mamluk. As the time move forward, the war goal score will cap at 25. I'll try to win more battles to gain points there, but more importantly to take those losing forts back. There's minus 9.6 score there, and in parallel, capturing more forts from Khalifa. I'll take care of this 14k first. That 35k army didn't attack me because I have 45k there. This is good place because I've already captured some forts there and I have all my 4 armies nearby. Now I'm heading to those Persia Caucasus area that is full of hill forts. Another navy battle gave me 4.5 score. Do not waste those easy battles, although it's 1k or 2k enemies, but every victory will give you 0.1 score minimum. That means if I defeat a 20k army, I may get 0.15 or 0.16, but if I defeat 2 armies, only 1k people, I'll get 0.2. That's more efficient. So the Persia and the Levant bordering area, that's a real key battlefield. I fight with Khalifa back and forth. The forts are quite dense here and most of them are built on hills, so every attack must be very careful. And also Khalifa already gathered many armies nearby. Here, 32 versus 31k. Although I cross the river and attack on the hill, but I do have advantage on discipline, morale, and tactics. And I also have more artillery here. That's why I can win this battle. After eliminating the rebels in China, I used transport to get this army to join the Indian subcontinental battlefield. There's still many armies from Caliphate try to get those forts back in India. But yeah, the main battlefield is still here, in Caucasus and Persia Highland. This is a hard battle, but I still won. So I already have over 5 war excursions just because I lose so many men in battle. So Khalifa already take his capital back. I spare one army from India and heading to take its capital again. Gradually take more and more forts in this area. You just need to be careful, step by step. Then I send my army to help Mamluk to get his forts back. Mamluk already lost his capital and also other 2 or 3 forts. So if I don't take action now, Mamluk might also surrender as Austria. Actually, it's not a bad thing if it surrendered and quit the war, because my war score will actually increase. But since I've already entered to this area, I would still do a favor to help Mamluk. The long-term plan is if Mamluk get dependent, then later I can conquer its land, especially get the Kaaba moment. That's quite helpful for war score reduction. Also, I use that in my first 50 years world conquest. If Mamluk surrendered, still be Calipha's vassal, that means I need to attack Caliphate to get that province. After a series of victories for the army battle, I start to generate army advantage in the Levant area. I have 35 war score now, 25 from achieving war goal, which is capped, 16 points from the battles, and minus 14 points because my alliance fort gets occupied by Khalifa. But just pay attention, once I get Mamluk's capital back, I gained from 35 to 41 immediately. So take back those lost forts for my alliance is my first priority. Caliphate is sieging at least 5 forts, as you can see here. I've already given them to Vijay. Vijay have over 96 defensiveness. That's why even Caliphate have over 23% siege ability. For every siege cycle it still takes more than 50 days. So in most cases, I have enough time to go back to kick out those troops. The war for independence already lasted over 5 years. I also got the notice my mercenaries also lack of manpower now. It's time to think about the peace term. I occupied Caliphate's capital again. Let's see what peace term we can get. First, the independent together with other 5 vassals. Then maybe some province with monuments I'm interested. And of course, money. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's many options there. But before that, I'll try to further increase the war score as higher as possible. At least get all those forts for Mamluk back. All forts in Persia subcontinent are within control now. I have 3 heavy ship and 26 galleys, fight with 10 heavy ship from Caliphate in the inland sea. I also have higher morale, so that should be an easy win. I'm interested to get Bangkok from the peace deal because the Grand Palace of Bangkok give 50% more force limit from vassal. That will greatly reduce Caliphate's force limit, and also 15% governing capacity, 10% AE reduction. That's all good. But later I changed my mind. I said I changed my mind because compared to Bangkok, I prefer to get Musashi. The monuments will get 20% general cost in other way I can be more efficient to get manpower, which is always my bottleneck. I still have 20 points for money. That means about 20k money. I'll wait a little longer, just try to get more money there. Maybe 23 points, 24 points. I'll gain these points very quick. Now, after Mamluk take back its last occupied forts, the war score achieved 55. I think that's the time. That's enough for my peace deal. So I got independence with the other 5 vassals. Got the Musashi for the monuments to reduce 20% general cost, and 24 points to get 24k money. So the war for independence, which I prepared for 10 years and lasted 6 years, will be ended today. My 5 allies, Hasdeo, Ottoman, Mamluk, Vijay, and Bahmanis will also get independent. Austria is still Caliphate's vassal. Caliphate still have over 450k armies. Both sides of the war lost over 600k in the battle. Finally, I get 25 points from war goal, 21 points from 56 battle, and 9 net points from occupy Caliphate's fort. Okay, send out the demand, get independent, and in parallel, Caliphate also lose the military hegemon. So what's the next step after get independence? Should I attack my previous allies or keep attacking Caliphate? Let's talk that in the next video. If you like my video, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, that's all. Thank you.